Welcome to Heart to Heart. How are you this evening?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
What about you?
I'm good. Thank you for accepting our invitation on the show. We're very excited to have you here. So usually, the first question we ask is, "How did you come up with your name?"
Okay.
So, Raran,
Uh,
where is it from?
so when I was younger, I used to play card games, as you could probably imagine. And there was a game called Chaotic, and one of the characters in that game was called Raren. And I really liked the way it sounded. And he wasn't even like a cool card or anything. I just really liked the way it looked. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So he wasn't a cool card. So would you say that you were not a cool kid?
Oh, no, I was not a cool kid. Absolutely not. No, for sure not. Oh, don't even, no, not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think in my high school, I played League of Legends more than I did anything else. That's all I did.
Really? A
Yep.
big LOL fan?
Yeah, no, I've said this on stream quite a bit, but I was on the verge of going pro, and then my dad was like, "No, you're going to university," and then so I went to university.
Well, that was a good idea.
It was, yeah. I put too many hours into League of Legends.
So you mentioned university. In which program did you study?
I have a bachelor's degree in computer science.
Was it useful in your life?
I actually was okay. So when I started doing YouTube, I was still in school, and then I did an iOS job for 6 months, and then I went full time in this. So I guess I don't know. It was I think it was useful just because I learned how to write, and I had to do a thesis in it, so I learned how to present, which I guess it helps me out now, but for the most part I don't code or anything anymore, which is nice.
For sure, for sure. Well, it's good to have a degree. It like definitely helps if someday you want to do something else
Yeah, no,
than
for sure.
than being a full-time streamer. If you want to branch out, being a cat broomer or
Yeah.
something like that. It's very useful.
Oh my, I don't know if coding's gonna help me groom cats, but yeah, I agree with you. Like,
I don't know. It looks like that nowadays, like every job asks for a degree.
yeah, no, you know what? I would agree with you, but literally, I looked for one job and somehow I got it immediately, and now I'm here. So I don't even know what applying a job is like. It's been a while.
I can imagine. So you're saying it's been a while. So tell us a bit about your journey and like how long has it been for you to be a full-time streamer and your journey as a streamer.
Okay, so I started in actually, okay, I have to even go further back. I was really close to be a partner in a different game. I used to play Mario Tennis Aces. I don't know if you know what that is,
Ooh.
but it was a
Ooh.
game for Nintendo Switch, and I had one
Yes.
summer where I absolutely loved it. And I think at one point I was like number 3 in the world or something. I was really good at that game. But I went back to university, and that was the semester I had to finish my thesis, so I had no time to stream. Once I finished my major schooling and I worked for the school, I started doing Hearthstone. Now, I didn't do Hearthstone to become a full-time content creator. I just kind of did it because none of my friends played Hearthstone whatsoever. So I figured like I want to be more involved into the community, but I still had that like drive to be a content creator. So I slowly started doing it, and I guess it kind of built up. I got pretty lucky with the timing because not only did COVID hit, but Demon Hunter hit, and I already had somewhat of a following. I posted videos a day for I want to say about like not 3 years, probably like 2 years, and streamed almost every single day. I remember like going to work, like basically my day was like I would get up, go to the gym, work my iOS job for 8 hours, come back, stream for a couple hours, and then make videos off that, and that was my whole day for like a while. And then like thankfully due to the support of a lot of people and the growth of the game with Demon Hunter, I was very fortunate enough to actually go full time and try to just do this as a full-time job. It was in hindsight not the best idea because I think I really had rose colored glasses in the sense that Demon Hunter really pushed up views. So the following year was definitely like an eye opener. Like, holy crap, like that, this was a really risky move, and I'm glad it worked out. But yeah, like that's basically how I came a full-time YouTuber and streamer.
Nice, nice. And so when you started doing this for a living, so I think that usually in the interview, there's always a point, like a turning point or a silver lining or something that you just, an event in your life that's just tell you, okay, go for it, take a leap of faith. So what was this event for you, if there was one?
Well, other than like seeing views, I guess probably the major one was that at the place I was working at was a startup, and they fired the chief technical officer who was like my boss. So it was really weird for a little bit, and then we started working from home, and they hired a brand new person, and it was super weird like integrating with a brand new chief technical officer, because like that's my boss, and it was really hard to actually communicate with them. So I figured like during COVID, this is the best time to do it. And it was actually a really smart idea, because I think like 6 months later, one of my coworkers said the startup shut down. So I got lucky.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that was a good idea then.
Yeah.
And so for your parents, I mean, support of the family or significant other is always important, because at first it's like kind of difficult financially to start doing this full time. So did you have the support of your family? Were your parents like, go, 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 let's do video games?
Okay, I'll start with significant other. So I've been dating my girlfriend for, it's going to be 6 years in like a month. And
congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't tell her like almost like a secret for a little bit, because I just wanted to keep it like low key. But I think after I hit like 1,000 subs, I told her, and I was like, oh, I'm going to keep doing this and see if I can actually make some money off of it. Right. Because like I already loved what I was doing. And I think like, by the way, for anyone who wants to be a content creator, don't do this for money. Do it because you actually enjoy doing it. But because money was like more of an incentive to do this, I really put my heart into it. And for my mom, I think she was supportive. I think she was really scared for when I actually told her. It was funny. She thought it was like we were having a child, because I had to like sit her down and prepare for it. My dad was a little bit more hesitant on it, because he's much more like realistic in sense of money. He wants me to be like prepared for life. So taking a huge risk in an industry that he doesn't really understand was not really like his, I guess he didn't have any confidence in it. But they do trust me. I feel like over the years I've been pretty good. So they're like, okay, go for it. You have your degree just in case this fails. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But it worked out. And now they love it.
Good, but they still don't come on Twitch and support you.
No, I don't think my mom and or dad have ever actually watched me stream. Maybe so I sent my dad this year. I sent my dad, I think, the very first YouTube video that I wanted him to see, because he was curious on how well I was doing, and that was the first time he watched, I think, one of mine, and he was really happy with what he saw. But yeah, they've never watched live stream. Like, my parents are not. My mom still thinks satellite TV is better than like Netflix and all like the streaming services.
Wow. Well, you can tell her that when my mom discovered Netflix, we literally lost her for 3 months.
Yeah, it's never been like. Sorry, go for it.
No, but she just MIA. Nowhere to be found. Just in front of Netflix, playing bridge and Netflix, playing bridge and Netflix all the time.
That's the life. What was she watching?
Everything on Netflix. I was like, have you seen it? Oh, yes, I've watched it. She would like start a series and watch it like nonstop until it ends.
Dang. I can't even do that. I start multiple shows, 2 episodes in, I'm like, I'm over it.
I'm watching a series and it takes me a year, and my mom is like, it's only 3 seasons. I'm like, yeah, but I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I know, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing your mom didn't really discover Netflix.
I mean, yeah, but she does watch like TV shows and stuff. It's just not on Netflix. It's super. I don't know. She likes the commercials. Apparently, I don't know.
I do like commercial too. I'm a big fan of commercials.
What?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well, I used to produce them, so.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess so. You have an appreciation for it. That
yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
So we talked a bit about your family. So do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a twin sister. And
do you look
I
like?
have an old. I would say yes, but like not really. I actually haven't seen my sister in a couple of years. She's studying to become a doctor.
Ooh.
So she's actually in Quebec. Funny enough. So yeah,
so she's probably studying with my sister.
maybe. Yeah, so she's
we both lost our sister to medicine.
Hey, from what I've heard, it's rough. Like, it's rough. One of my friends is trying to get into to do his MCAT and like go to become a doctor, and he's let me study with him for a bit, and I just see what he has to go through. It's just horrendous. It just seems awful to get in, and then I can't even imagine what the school is like. So I don't blame her. It has to be hard, and she's studying to become a brain surgeon, so that's got to even be worse.
Did she study at McGill?
Yeah, she's there right now.
Okay, so she's probably studying with my sister.
That's actually crazy. What a small world. That's actually so wild. What the hell?
But yeah, they have crazy hours, so I can imagine. And with COVID, she couldn't probably like go back and forth. Yeah. And even though it's in the same country, it was pretty like complicated to.
Yeah. Quebec was like really bad too, right? It was really, really bad for COVID.
It was really, really strict.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I also have an older brother, and he works with my dad. My dad owns a property management company, and yeah, doesn't play Hearthstone or anything. No one plays Hearthstone.
So would you say he's the favorite one?
My brother? No. No, I wouldn't say that. I won't go into reasons why, but no. No.
Or your sister? Because she's the only girl?
I see, that's close. I don't know. I think I don't know. I would say that I don't want to be like gloating or anything, but I think I'm the favorite kid. Like, I think I am. I know. I never. To be fair though, like you can't really ask your parents like, am I the favorite kid? So I'm just basing this on interactions I've had, and it seems like me and my parents get along the best. So I don't know.
It's funny because when I say that to people, they're like, "No, parents like their child equal." I'm like, no. They definitely have favorites. My parents, they told us it wasn't me, so they were very blunt about it.
Oh.
We're 4 kids, so like lots of competition.
Okay. Lots of competition. Oh my god. Yeah. No, I feel that though. You always like I even when I was younger, right? Like I'm kind of like Game of Thrones it and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this so my mom likes me a little bit more and like it'll look bad at my brother. Like I was very strategic in the way I was doing stuff when I was younger.
That's good. You need to have kind of a strategy. We don't know it yet when we're younger, but we need to figure it out along the way.
Yep.
Okay, so we've talked a bit about your family, and so you mentioned a bit your girlfriend. So it's been 6 years you're together. So are you guys married?
No, we're not married.
You don't believe in marriage?
No, I do. God, be my mom.
No. I'm sorry. I'm just setting you question. You can.
No, so I do. Okay, like eventually it will happen, but I think we're basically married right now. The only thing that's different is just like the title, because I've lived with her for like almost 4 years at this point. Like it's been a really long time, so it's more like the ring. I was waiting for like the perfect moment to do it, but I think both of us are still at a point in our lives where maybe not me, but more her. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do. Like she's still building her career up and stuff, and it just feels like it's not really worth it. Also, I guess like COVID kind of delays a lot of things and stuff happens, but eventually, yeah, it will happen. It will.
So you're more focusing on your career than anything else, both of you.
I wouldn't say focusing more on our career, but it's not like, I would say like we're focusing less on getting married, if that makes sense. Like it's not as much of our priority for both of us, because it's, again, like we already feel like we are, and I don't know, like getting married, well, the only thing that would really change is like maybe tax benefits and just the ring on our finger. Maybe I'm coping, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look a bit at the chat question, I mean, this is definitely a paid question from your girlfriend that was added to the script.
What is it?
No, but are you planning to get married?
Am I planning to? Like soon? Eventually, yes. No, it will happen. I actually, so no, I don't want to. No, hold on. I can't because if so, no, okay, no, we're gonna stop. We're done. We're done. Sorry, yeah, the weather outside is great, right?
Yes. Do you want to talk about the weather?
No,
Okay, good. Well, well, that's very. I mean, it's really good to like focus on separate things and not everything at the same time. And I think that you're definitely doing a great job at what you're doing. So don't take this as a pressure or anything.
I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's always interesting to see what people have to say about that, especially
Yeah.
when you've been with someone for a while. In the States is like more common to get married earlier and like not really much in Canada, so I can understand that.
Yeah.
Good. Does she watch you on Twitch sometimes?
No, she, like, I've showed her Hearthstone. She's not into it whatsoever. She did do a video with me at one point, and I actually really liked that video, but it did not get received very well. Not because of her. I think it was just because I didn't really edit it as much as I would like to, but it was like a video of her guessing what the card would be called just from the art. And I thought it was really funny. Like, making it was really, really fun. But other than that, she doesn't really watch me.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, so being a content creator is something, but choosing to like go for it with Hearthstone. So yeah, you've mentioned you've played like multiple games. You were good at multiple games. So what was the point when you said, okay, I want to play Hearthstone and I'm just gonna focus on this game as content creator?
So when I finished at my schooling, I didn't play League the entire time I was in university. I just didn't have the time. And Hearthstone is the benefit of Hearthstone is that it's like a pick up and play whenever you feel like it. So the game is super easy to get into and leave when you just don't have the time. And I've always like Hearthstone's probably my favorite game. Like for context, I act like I play League a lot, and I did, but I played Hearthstone just as much when I was playing in closed beta, so I've been playing the game for a very long time. So when I finally decided like, oh, I was going to make Hearthstone content, it was just because of the fact that Hearthstone was just a very easy game to get into. And I've just always enjoyed it. It wasn't like anything spectacular or anything. And it's also, I think Hearthstone has the benefit of being really easy to make content for, in the sense that all you really have to be to make content for is like, just play the game and talk about what you're doing. And as long as you're decent enough for people to watch and you're very entertaining, then you have a pretty good leeway to get some viewership. And I think Hearthstone is just a very good entry point for content creators.
Definitely, I agree. And what would you say is your advantage, the little thing that makes you different, the thing that makes people want to watch you more than anyone else?
When I used to stream a lot, I think it was, I guess, my personality. I would think I wasn't good at the game. Like I did at one point, I did hit rank 1, but like I wasn't. I much more focused on just making content for YouTube. Like I was always more about YouTube than I was about Twitch. Recently, I would say that I probably put way more time behind the scenes than the actual video itself to make sure that every single video I post, or hopefully every single video I post, is received very, very well.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't. Yeah.
I've watched the video you did about Dexter when he stopped streaming, and so I was wondering where did you get the idea, how you did it? I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was very like fun to see and to know what's going on. It was kind of like a moment where when everyone was asking, we were asking the question of like, what's going on? What is he doing? Why?
So for Dexter's specifically, so I did other like documentaries before I did Dexter's, but Dexter Dexter was the reason. Like Dexter was someone I've watched for a very long time. He's arguably like the reason why I started. Arguably, Reynad is like the other. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know who Reynad is. I don't know when you started playing Hearthstone, but Reynad was the reason I actually got into Hearthstone. But Dexter was the reason why I was more inspired to do content creation. So. And I've talked to Dexter, like we're not like, I don't even know if I would call us friends, but we're definitely like friendly to one another. And because I guess I already did those type of videos, he messaged me to talk about it and see if I wanted to do it. And he recorded a video that he was going to post to his own channel. and he talked to me about it, and I told him like, go for it. Like, you can just post the video on your own, but I was going to make one about you anyways, because, you know, people were asking me where he was. So then after being in that call, he actually sent me that video, and I watched all of it. And I already knew how Dexter got into Hearthstone and why, like, what he has been doing for a very long time, but he gave me the footage to make that, and I wanted to make it as great as possible. So that's why I made it.
Good, good, good. Well, that was very good. I really enjoyed it. So I think you definitely have the touch for it. So you mentioned, okay, so the documentary part of things. So can you talk a little bit more about that line of content creation?
Like how it's made, or like how did I get into it?
Everything, like
okay,
A to Z.
So I'll start with how I got into it. So we have to go all the way back to Mercenaries. I really liked Mercenaries. I thought it was very fun, and unfortunately they made some very non-optimal decisions, and they kind of took my enjoyment out of the game with a specific mercenary. So at the end of December, I was tempted to stop doing content creation because I couldn't see myself continuing doing standard videos like for the rest of the time I was doing this. And I was lucky enough in December to have 2 sponsorships that were basically, I didn't have to worry about income for January. So in January, I was trying a bunch of different stuff, and I was sitting there on the couch one day and I was thinking about like, oh, I don't know where Firebat is. I wonder where Firebat is. So Firebat was actually the first one I did. And I went through, I looked around, I asked people like, oh, where was he? But no one really had an answer. So I decided to do a bunch of research on it, and I made that video. And people really liked that video. And I was really happy with the quality that came out of it because I put so much time into that video. So because of how well that video did, I decided to do another one about Disguised Toast. And Disguised Toast video also did extremely well. And then I did one more, and then I did one more with Amaz, who was like another huge content creation for Hearthstone, and he worked with me on it, and like that really inspired me to continue growing. And I think like for these type of videos, I wouldn't recommend like a lot of people doing it just because it took so much time to actually find legitimate information. One of them I did about Trump, which I talked to Trump about it, but like why he stopped playing Hearthstone for a bit. And I think a lot of people thought I was like very disingenuous about it, like just wanting like the money, but I legitimately had like kind of proof why he left Hearthstone. And then I talked to him after about it, and he was like, that was very endearing. I was like, it's fine, like you made the video, whatever. But yeah, like I've always had this, like if you go back in my channel, like you will see glimpses of these videos where I did more of like an essay format rather than just doing gameplay. And I always really like doing those type of videos because I feel better when I release a video that I feel like I put more effort into rather than just like playing a deck and showcasing how to do it, which I think is fine. I think it's like still great content if you want to do that, but I don't know. I always felt like I liked doing the more essay style type videos. I also think that there was like a niche that was waiting to be filled with this, and Solemn had a really good format for it, but he left. So he kind of opened up that niche again, and I guess I just slotted right in. Yeah.
That's good. Well, it's very, very, it's niche, it's entertaining. I feel it's like something that, and as you mentioned, I think people don't necessarily want to put the time to be the detective behind all this.
No, it's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not a good time.
But the result is really nice. So at least it's like, at least you have lots of like, it's fulfilling at the end, I guess, right?
Yeah, okay. For sure. Yeah.
So you've talked about playing different modes, and so people would say you're more of a standard player than anything else. Do you agree with that?
I would say yes, but I have read comments that I'm a mercenary player only because I did play the game mode for a bit. But yeah, I would say you know, it's funny. I read a comment the other day because I posted a video with Reynad about how him coming back and looking at older cards. And it was like the one time, by the way, don't go on the Hearthstone subreddit. Oh my God. It's not a good, it's never a good time. But one of the comments I read was in the video, I said something along the lines of, this was one of the fastest metas we played, which in hindsight, maybe that wasn't the best quote to say, but in my mind, it made sense because we were playing Drekthar and games would be over on turn 3 or 4 if you just played that card sometimes. So it felt like it was very fast. Anyways, the comment that wrote that like on that Reddit post called me, don't listen to anything from a mercenary streamer because they don't know anything about the game or something along those lines. That's why I thought of that. But yeah, I would say a standard on a critter.
So, but okay, so you play standard, you play mercenaries, but which mode do you like secretly enjoy playing?
Secretly enjoy playing. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't play the game a ton right now. Not because I think the game is bad, but I'd rather focus on YouTube than I would rather playing a game, if that makes sense. So when I do play Hearthstone now, it's mainly for content purposes, like for a video, or I will play Battlegrounds off stream. But I wouldn't say like secret, because I did play Battlegrounds on stream. It's just like it's this the more like casual mode, I think, in my mind, because you do your thing and then you wait like a certain amount of time so I can do stuff in between if I'm bored. But yeah.
You see, we're getting some infos already.
Was that secret? I don't know if that was secret. I don't think it was.
A secret battleground player.
I was actually really good. I think last season before they did the reset, or when Nagas came out, I was like almost at 9K. Like I was actually killing it.
That was really good. Definitely really good. So have you played the new patch?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's funny because
you missed the buddies.
I don't even think I missed the buddies. I just feel like the game is so slow. Like I feel like we went back in time to a much more like prehistoric age of Battlegrounds where it just feels so like not fun to play. I don't know how to describe it. I don't think it's bad. It's just I miss the fast pace and like maybe the more linear gameplay of buddies. But yeah, I don't know. I don't play it nearly as often anymore. Maybe it's just because Nagas are not, or like we're super broken at the beginning, so wasn't super excited to play every game after. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of miss buddies now that you say it. They were fun.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Lissa posted on Twitter about like, will you miss buddies like before the buddies left? And so it was, I think it was 50-50, but now that the buddies left, people are starting to change their mind and being like, yeah, I miss the buddy. So I guess the buddies. So yes, definitely. I feel that people like, it's very difficult to like have a good sense of like what people like because people change their mind very quickly.
Yeah. I would also say that Hearthstone has a really hard time with balancing a game and making game decisions because like when you look at Twitter, right? That's not a huge percentage of the population who plays Hearthstone, right? That's a very small niche. Like you have to be super into Hearthstone and log on to Twitter to look at Hearthstone things, right? A lot of players are super casual about the game. Like they don't look at YouTube or Reddit or Twitter. So it has to be really hard to design a game like that where a lot of your players don't even care enough to like log on. Where if you look at like Legends of Runeterra, for example, the game is super like it has a huge community on a bunch of social medias because a lot of the players in that genre or in that game actually log on to like look at Twitter and Reddit and stuff. So I feel really bad for Hearthstone designers. It has to be impossible. It actually has to be impossible.
For sure. No, it's not easy to balance a game, especially with like that many years in. And yeah, I mean, there's lots of factors.
It's gotta be awful. I don't envy them. I was actually going to apply to be a game designer at some point, and I'm like, why would I do that to myself? Like, there's no way.
Oh,
like,
do it, Ryan. Do it, please.
No.
Is that your announcement? Is that your...
No. I really like what I'm doing right now. Like, I don't think I've ever been happier in my life than what I am right now. So I want to keep on doing it.
That's nice. That's a really nice thing to say.
Life's good.
Good. Okay, so we've talked a bit about the game, and so if we talk about art, do you have a favorite art in Hearthstone?
Art, God,
or skin, or something that really blows your mind.
I like Switcheroo. I have it actually as my desktop back. Like that's the priest card, like that they nerfed recently. I have it as my background for my desktop right now. I really like the art for that card.
Did you play Switcheroo priest?
No, but I
were you that hated player playing Switcheroos?
No, so when we were doing like when content creators do like predictions for what they thought was going to be the best card that set, I actually put this as my #1 card because I legitimately thought from looking at it that it was like a broken card. It is also just because I really like the flavor of it. Like I thought it was an amazing card, and they ended up nerfing it, so I feel really good about my decision. But I really like the art. I think the art's really cool. So I didn't end up actually playing it though whatsoever.
What's your hero with the most win?
Warlock. Warlock has been my favorite class for the entire time I played Hearthstone.
Interesting. Interesting.
Well, I'll explain more on it. So when I first started playing Hearthstone, Warlock was the most interesting to me because of the deck at the time. Back in Classic, they had a really fun deck known as Handlock. But I also think that Warlock is the most interesting class by far because it's the only class in the game that uses its life as a resource if you're not actually attacking. It's the only class in the game that, all right, like maybe I'm wrong now because there's so many cards added to the game, but at the time it was the only class in the game that used its life as a resource. So like they had the cards like Hellfire that would hurt yourself. Like hurting yourself was a mechanic for Warlock, which I thought was really interesting. So because of that, that doesn't, by the way, that doesn't represent who I am as a person at all. I don't know why I think that's cool, but yeah, I really like Warlock. So I've always played it, and it made me sad when Demon Hunter came out because Demon Hunter crushed that class for an entire year. Like Warlock did not exist basically. It did for like a little bit, but for the most part, they murdered that class. So when Warlock is good, I play the game a bunch, and then I go into hiding when it's not.
Okay. Do you have a nemesis on ladder?
Nemesis? No. Like my arch enemy? No, I don't.
Well, if you would say someone.
Do you have an arch enemy on ladder? Is that a common thing? Am I missing out?
I ask this in every interview I run.
Actually, wow,
you can
really
see something funny. You can see something funny.
I don't know. I think if I had to pick one person, it's probably Draco Cat, because when I tried to play, like when I used to actually play in High Legend, I would always go against him, and he was always playing Demon Hunter, and I was always playing Warlock. So every single time I beat him, I would always message him something stupid, and he would do the same to me. Yeah, I don't know. Arch enemy is funny though.
Yeah, no, but that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Arch enemy.
Well, it's actually really funny because when I played Classic, I had one person I would keep constantly playing against, and it was like intensely, and I don't think that person realized it was me because I tried to add her multiple times. She never accepted my friend request.
You got ghosted.
And then she added me on Twitter and we started talking, and she's like, I never realized.
Wait, is this like a streamer or someone, or is it just...
She's not a streamer. She's not a streamer. She's just a player, but it's the funniest thing. She just never realized it, that we were playing against each other. Because you see, when you're a streamer, you notice the name of the people you're playing way more than when you're not. When I wasn't a streamer, I would like not really look at who I was playing against.
Yeah. No, I get that. You gotta call him out for ghosting any chance you get. No, I understand.
But she's just like, I'm on mobile. I don't even see when someone do a friend request.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't even like. But anyway, so we had a good laugh about it because it's a class. Like in Classic, there's less players, so you play more often against each other. But yeah.
I'm still laughing about arch enemy. That's hilarious. Here, this is Susan. For anyone who's curious.
Susan.
That's Susan.
Ah, Susan. That's such a great name for a cat.
I don't know about that, but we couldn't when we got. So it's a guy, just for the record.
Okay, it's a guy. Great. Well, very inclusive.
Well, so when we got him, his name was Apollo, but we didn't want to keep his like rescue name, right? Because I don't know, it didn't feel right. It feels weird. So we were trying a bunch of different names and nothing really stuck. And then one day I just screamed, because he was meowing in the other room. I just screamed Susan, and for some reason that's his name now. So that's Susan.
Good. Very good. Hi, Susan. So
yeah,
he's what?
No, sorry, go for it.
No, go. He's what?
I was just gonna say, if you, like, again, like if for anyone in chat who saw me mute my mic a second ago, it was because of. Wait.
He loves to be. He's actually like a star. He likes to be featured.
He does. Yes, he does.
Definitely.
He gets mad when we pet our other cat. Like he's very selfish. He has to be the center of attention.
Ooh, and he's jealous.
Yeah.
Susan
He's
is jealous. Interesting. Interesting. So now we get to the part of the interview which is the most stressful part. Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So it's the food section of the interview.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm telling you in advance. So we're definitely starting soft. So do you like coffee?
Yes, I drink it every day, multiple times.
Like how much?
So I get up at probably, I would say like 6 a.m. I would say I probably have like around 3 cups during a day, give or take a cup, probably.
Okay.
Like usually guaranteed one. If I'm not having one, I'm not actually existing for that day.
Okay, that's good. I do the same thing. I wake up at 6 and I drink 3 cups of coffee. Sorry.
Oh wait, like immediately, like back to back, or throughout the day? Those are two.
I never drink coffee after 12.
Oh wow, you drink that much coffee in like that amount of time? Interesting. I should try that.
But I drink espresso, so maybe it's like less
Oh.
intense.
Okay. Do you make your own espresso?
Yes.
Oh, do you have like a machine, or is it?
But okay, so when I stream, I use an espresso machine to do the espresso, so it's like more commercial, less. But after stream, I can do like the real one.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. Just because it takes so much time. Like I would be gone for like stream for 15 minutes if I would do my espresso during stream.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I used to work at Starbucks. I was like I did it for like a year and a half or something. And making espresso takes so freaking long. Like good espresso too. So especially I would imagine that if you're making it at home, you want like the best quality too. So yeah, it probably takes you a very long time.
And to understand your machine is like it takes months.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it. I can't even imagine. You should do that one day on stream. It'd probably be interesting for people to see how much effort you put into it. Do you like what's the word? Tampering your coffee, and like there's the whisk part. I don't know if you do like the whisk part with your espresso to like move the grounds around. I don't know what that's called.
So
I don't even know if you do.
The pressure that you need to put on when you do the stamping, it's 30 pounds. So do you know how to put 30 pounds? No, but to imagine you're putting 30 pounds on something. It's like
yeah, the TikTok listens to me, right? I don't know if you watch TikTok, but they give me so many coffee TikToks, and I always watch this one dude make espresso, and it's like the most insane thing to watch. I always want to get one, but I feel like I'm never gonna put enough effort into it to actually make good espresso.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you need to like put so much effort. It's almost annoying to make coffee at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I make my coffee. What is this called? Like I can't even think of the name. Oh my God, I'm blanking on coffee. What's wrong with me? I need another one. Hold on, I'm thinking. Come back to me. I can't think of the word. I know it's in my brain.
I told you it's the most difficult part of the interview.
Yeah, legit. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. Okay, next question. We'll come back to this. It'll just randomly spark in my mind.
Okay, do you drink tea at all?
I'm not like a tea drinker, but I will drink tea. Like I had a tea today. But that's more just because I drink herbal tea rather than like caffeinated tea, just because it's something other to drink than water. So that's usually the only reason I do it. But it's fine. Like I'm not against tea either.
Okay, good. Do you drink wine or beer?
I will drink beer socially. I've never been an alcoholic, or not an alcoholic. I've never been like an alcohol or a guy. Like my parents don't drink whatsoever, so I wasn't raised to drink alcohol. Wine, like I'll drink it at like special occasions. Like I have a couple of bottles here, but I won't just like drink a wine glass every night or even like once a week. It usually like on a special occasion.
Cheers.
Wait, are you drinking one right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I should have got one. You should have told me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's part of my French culture to drink
wine.
Okay.
You're a huge wine person, I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, wine is good. Wine is probably my favorite alcohol though, if I had to pick one.
Red or white?
I'm more of a red guy, but I usually cave for when my girlfriend's drinking with me, so I usually get a rosé or a white.
Oh, but rosé in the summer, it's like the perfect thing. Love it.
Yeah, I always act like I'm not going to enjoy it, but every single time I have one, I do end up really liking it. They're always good.
I agree. Yeah, no, rosé and this time is like perfect. Okay, so do you like cheese?
Cheese? I'm not against cheese. I'm not like a pro cheese guy either, though. Like I'll have it if the recipe requires it, but I won't go out of my way to actually eat it.
Really?
Is that weird? What? You made it seem like it's weird. Is that weird?
Okay, so you don't like buy like different kind of cheese to just like put it on a
No.
plate and eat it right away like this?
No.
Would you put
No.
would you put bread would you put cheese on bread?
If it's at the table, sure, but I will not go out of my way to do it.
Interesting. Guys, did you hear this?
Is that weird? Like, is that a
no,
common
but
thing?
is your girlfriend okay with that?
She's not a cheese person either.
You
Maybe
found
that's
each
why
other. You found
Yes.
each other. So you'd
That's how
not
we live.
order
Go
like
for
a
it.
burrata salad if you're at a restaurant. He's like, what's burrata?
I'm gonna assume that's a type of cheese. And no, I do not. No. Like again, like if it's on, like I'm not against it. If it's on the salad or like whatever I'm eating, I'll eat it. I'm not against it. But I'm not the type of person that'll be like, oh my god, I need cheese on my plate right now. Like I need to have it. It's so rare. Like I can't. Like to be honest, I can't remember the last time I actually had cheese that wasn't in like a recipe. Or, yeah, no, I haven't bought cheese in at least 6 years.
Okay, so when you get back to life, tell us. And so,
Okay.
I mean, you're missing on something. You know that, right?
I'm sure. Listen, again, I've had really good cheeses. Like my mom's, I guess my uncle, he married a French woman, and she would come over and bring us like really nice cheeses, and they were good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
You just need to
Cheese-
continue to get on the bandwagon.
There's just, in my opinion, there's just better food. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like it is what it is.
Wow. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. So, pizza without cheese?
No, like pizza, like pizza, I'll eat with cheese. Like, but I don't like cheese pizza. Like it has to have something else on it. If it doesn't have anything else on it, I will still eat it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not happy.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Are you coming to TwitchCon?
At the moment, no. You know what's weird is I have never met another Hearthstone person in real life, like ever. So I have a lot of anxiety just thinking about talking to someone in real life that I've never met before, even though that's weird. Like I think like you could tell right now, I don't think I'm very socially anxious or anything, but in real life, that's a whole different story. And I don't know why. It's also just, in my opinion, I look at it as like a business cost in the sense that I could be doing something else instead. And I don't know if going to Twitch is worth it for me, or TwitchCon's worth it for me. I think when they do BlizzCon in real life, though, I probably will go to that. But I don't know about TwitchCon.
Okay, good. See you at BlizzCon then.
We'll see. We'll see. It depends when it is too, right? A lot of it. I would like to go to BlizzCon though. I think it would be extremely fun. I also I really want next time they do a new class. I heard that they invited a bunch of people to see what they're doing for Hearthstone for the next year. I want to be in that group. I want to sign up for it. I think that would be pretty cool to just hang out with a bunch of other Hearthstone content creators. But I think BlizzCon would be really fun.
Good.
Yeah. Are you going to TwitchCon? I would imagine you are, just based on.
Yes. Well, I got back yesterday night from London to meet Twitch content creator from Hearthstone. Yes, which I did in London and I did in Florida.
That's wild. You're so much more adventurous than me.
It's really fun. It's actually really fun to meet people from it's like colleague. It's like
yeah, I know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe hearing that, maybe I'm more I'd be more willing to go to TwitchCon, but I'm still iffy on it.
It's really funny because when we were going to a restaurant and then Nina was outside the restaurant waiting for people to get here, and so she was on her phone at the restaurant, and I just like say Nina, and like jump on her, and she was like, "Oh my god, a real person! Oh my god, a real." And she's like, I've been inside and I asked for a reservation for Heart Queen, and then I realized it's not your real name, so it wasn't your.
Here's a question for you, actually. Did you call them by their Twitch name or like what their real name is?
A Twitch name, all the time. Like,
Oh,
you can ask
interesting.
Destruct. I've met one of my mod, and I call him Destruct even in real life.
Oh, interesting. See, I guess that would make more sense though, because I guess you build a relationship off that name. But I do like I find it very weird, especially if their username would be something insane, like to say out loud. But I guess like who'd you get? You went to go see Jambray, Baby Bear, and Nina, right?
Yes, and Sweet Cham Chan and IS Gaming.
Okay. Okay. The last one would be weird to say out loud.
Yeah, Destruct is like, it's shocking.
It's definitely like that's one of the things I've thought about a lot is, do I call someone by their real name or their Twitch name if I ever see someone in real life? Because so hacker lives pretty close to me, like language hacker lives pretty close to me.
And you've never met.
No, I've never met. It's funny because I edit for him and I've talked to him a bunch, but I've never like we actually planned one day we actually planned to like get together and like actually meet, but then it never like happened. And yeah, I'm always thinking about like, do I call him by his real name or do I call him like hacker in real life? That feels so weird. Yeah, I've never met him.
You should definitely. You should.
Yeah, I one day I will. One day I will. I promise.
And call him a hacker.
I need to ask him what people call him in real life, because I know his real name, but I wonder if people call him language or hacker or language hacker. It's too much to think about. I'm already getting anxious just thinking about it.
Well, I'm telling you, like, for sure, when you meet people in real, it's a bit awkward at first. Like, it's a bit, I mean, you don't really know each other, but you feel you know each other. Like, it's a bit, but at the same time, like, after 5 minutes and a glass of wine or or a shot, you feel much better about it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. The alcohol is the big thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we did bottomless brunch.
That's extremely smart. That's really smart.
But anyways, I highly suggest you try it out.
One day.
Good. Well, if you're ever in Montreal, not far from where you live.
Yeah. Well, I at some point, if I ever come see my sister, maybe I'll hit you up. I'll be like, I'll bring my girlfriend. You can meet her too, because I'm sure she'll come. For
sure. I will bring her to the nice places. She will like it.
All right, Alio.
Okay, so you're not off the hook with the food question. So vegetable or fruits?
I'm probably neutral on both, to be honest. I like both. I'm not against anything. The only fruit I don't like is I don't eat, like, I guess it's grapes, but I'm not a raisin person whatsoever. I think they're just weird. Like, they feel weird in my mouth and I don't like the taste of them. So that's the only one that I'm against, but everything else I'm good for. Like, Raisins. I'll literally yeah, raisin. I don't know what it is. Maybe I had like a traumatic experience when I was younger. Like, I just don't like them and I never will try them ever again. They weird me out.
I don't like raisins either.
No.
So yeah.
Is that I feel like I'm hurting you personally with every answer I say here.
No, I don't like raisin.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. No. I'm saying I don't like raisins, but I like grapes. Full.
Yeah. Grapes. See, grapes are awesome, but raisins, no.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yeah. Okay. And if you would pick top 3 vegetables or fruit, or.
My favorite fruit is a peach. I really like peaches. Favorite vegetable? I mean, potatoes is probably the given one, just because they're so good in everything. God, I don't know. Broccoli is pretty up there. Turnip is something I've really gotten into recently, actually. Spinach. Cooked spinach is good. I don't know. I'm really neutral on every vegetable, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be potatoes, just because they're good in everything. And you can do so much with them. It's hard. Sorry, go for it.
Are you a cook?
Yeah, my mom made sure that when I was younger, I learned how to cook. So I basically, me and my girlfriend are pretty interchangeable who makes dinner, but because I work from home and she doesn't, I usually make food all the time.
Do you have a special name for your girlfriend on stream?
No, she's usually not. So she's usually not there. And if I do say something to her, it's like just Nicole. That's her name.
What?
Her name's Nicole, so I just call her Nicole on stream.
Okay, so you just call her by your real name, okay?
Yeah. I don't. without giving her full name, I can't actually say what I call her in like real life, if that makes sense. Like I don't like we don't use like their like babe or whatever. Like that's not something we say super often. She doesn't have a special name for me though, which is kind of weird.
Aw, Nicole.
And if she calls me like rare out loud, I think I would like not talk to her for a bit. I feel like that'd be super weird.
Oh, she doesn't call you Raran?
No.
That would be nice.
No, it wouldn't. I don't want that.
Well, you know, Regis Kilbin. His wife called him Regis.
Yeah.
And it's not his name.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. Regis, I think, is more of like a real name though. Like I feel like Regis could be his real name. Where like people know my real name is not Raren, so it just feels so weird. Yeah, if she called me, no, I don't want that at all. No, that seems weird. That seems weird. Like, no.
Are you gonna have nightmares tonight? Are you gonna...
No, but I can't. I would have to be like, stop. Like I would literally be like, no, we're not doing this. We're not building this habit because we. So it's funny. Have you ever watched Family Guy before?
A bit, but not my pref.
Okay, so we were watching like older Family Guy episodes one day, and there was something that reminded me a ton of, like one of the characters, Chris, reminded me a ton of her. So I just called her Chris for like 3 years, and then eventually just died off. But yeah, that's like a pet name I have. You know what? The more I talk out loud, the more I realize how weird I am as a person.
I'm glad I made you realize this tonight.
Jesus, I need help.
Okay. And so if you're a cook, is your girlfriend a cook too, or you're really the one making food?
No, she cooks too. Like it just depends on if she has time or not. So
Okay.
like she works a real job.
A real job.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So if she's home and she wants to cook, she can cook. But like I already, like I messaged you before. That's like, how long is this gonna take for dinner? So I cooked dinner before we did this.
Good. So what are you making her tonight?
Today's tacos. I think.
Ooh, tacos.
Yeah,
I love tacos.
Tacos. They look really good. I'm very excited. You want to see them?
Yeah, I would love to see them.
Hold on, they're not built. But I'll show you. They actually look so bad now. They all. Okay, hold on.
Nice. What's in it?
It is pork, spices, and it's like almost like a jalapeno.
Pork, spice, jalapeno.
It's called like a poblano. I don't know how to say it. It's a type of pepper. I think it's in the jalapeno family.
Okay,
It's the other
good.
thing I was.
So it's a bit spicy.
Yes.
Nice. So if you want to impress your girlfriend, what do you make?
Oh my god. Impress. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. I don't feel like I impress her with cooking. It's more just. It feels weird
It's
to say.
more wit.
I'm consistently good at cooking, so I feel like I don't have to go. But like I'm gonna be honest. If you ever came over, I feel like you'd be very satisfied with what I cook. So it's consistently good, I guess, is what I would say. But
Okay.
if I'm going to impress her, it's more like getting food outside. Like that's usually how we show affection with food, I guess.
Okay. Good. Do you eat dessert? Are you a dessert person?
I wouldn't say a dessert person, but I'm a snack person for sure. Like I much prefer just eating snacks than just eating meals. But like I really like ice cream. Like I'll eat so much ice cream. Do they have Dairy Queen in Quebec? I think they do, right?
Yes.
Like blizzards are my all-time favorite thing on the planet. Like, I love blizzards with all my heart.
Okay.
But I wouldn't like cheesecake. I hate. I don't know. Is cheesecake a part of the cheese conversation?
I mean, you're digging your grave right here, so.
Yeah, I'll stop talking. I love cheese.
Okay, so you like ice cream. You're more of a snack
Yes.
person.
Yes.
So that's interesting. So if you could go through like a day in Raran life, like from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, on what you eat, what you do, that would be awesome.
Okay, I wake up. I
At 6
usually make
a.m.
hot 6 a.m. I usually wake up and pet my cats because we shut the door for our cats. We had a little bit of an incident with Susan, which was not a good experience. So we shut the door now. And pet my cats because they usually fiend pets at that point. And then I probably work on YouTube videos for, I would say, at least 8 hours. At some point during that 8 hours, I go to the gym and make food, but a lot of it is just YouTube for a majority of it. So if it's food, it's usually like eggs or bacon and more coffee. And then after I'm done making a video, I usually wait to see if my girlfriend's home or not. She's a fitness trainer, so she has like clients, and her hours vary from day. Like she's not home yet. She'll be home probably in like 30 minutes or so. But if I wasn't talking to you right now, I'd still be probably doing YouTube videos. I don't unless like we have something planned. Like that's what my day-to-day looks like. I spend so much time looking at YouTube and analyzing it. Yeah, it's not very exciting.
Okay, but so there's no snacks in what you're telling us right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, do you want to know? I have no
snacks.
groceries. What did I eat today? I had an Eggo Pop-Tart today. I didn't even know that was a flavor, but she brought it back from the United States when she went, which was very good. I got to do groceries. What other snacks do they have? I don't have any snacks.
Are you sure you're a snack person?
No, so I'll give you an example. The other day I had my friends over and I bought snacks because obviously like I'm a good host and I want to make sure that everyone's satisfied, but I ate like a whole bag of candy before they even came and I only bought one. So there was no candy left. Like that's what I would do. Like if it's there, I don't know about you, but I have a weird self-control issue where if like food's in front of me, it's very hard for me not to eat it. So I have to make sure like everything's in a cabinet.
Okay, good to know. Like a lock, something, a box, a wooden box.
Not even that. It's like more like out of sight, out of mind, I guess.
Okay.
Until I want to eat. But yeah, if I see like a bag of chips or something, like I will destroy it. It won't last for very long.
But I think we should reconsider the good host part if you buy only one bag of candy and you eat it all before they arrive. I mean, for me, I wouldn't consider this.
Hold on. You wouldn't know the candy bag was there to begin with. So technically, I'm still a good host.
Okay, so was there other things to offer them?
Yes, there was. Yes, there was
cheese. Hopefully.
No, there was no cheese. Yeah, there's no
the candies.
We get candies and chips, yeah, but like huge snack guy. I'm trying to keep this like not super. No, I'm not like I want to be like lying here, but I am a huge snack guy. Like you can like if Nicole comes in, she will say it into the microphone. You will hear her say it.
That you're a snack person. Good.
Yeah.
At what time do you go to bed?
I'm a grandpa. Usually at like 9.
Good.
Like
me. We have the same schedule.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, because every single morning I get up, you're already streaming. So,
yeah.
which is really funny. And then usually when I go to bed, yeah, like it's at like 9. But sorry, I didn't even ask. Like, do you have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or anything?
Oh, Main Creek. Main Creek is my husband.
Oh, okay, nice. So when they go to bed, do you go to bed with them?
Well, I usually stay in the game.
Oh, is this? Oh, I get it. It's a meme. Oh.
Look in the chat. Look in the chat.
Right.
I bring the card with me. I bring the card.
All right. Well, this was fun. I gotta go. My mom says it's time for bed.
You know, like the green guy that like
I know what you're talking about.
His wife.
Okay, I have no excuse.
I was like, you're a standard player.
Oh my god. I'm not okay.
So continue what you were saying. So you go to bed and
what was I saying? I've lost that. No, I was gonna say when my girlfriend goes to bed, that's usually when I go to bed, because like I want to keep a consistent schedule, because I feel like if I don't, I'll become like a night owl, and then we won't have the same consistent schedule anymore. So I try my best when she goes to bed to go to bed with her.
Well, that's a good idea.
Man, Crick, oh my.
Yeah, that's a normal name like Susan.
Listen, I would believe it, honestly.
Mancrick.
Oh no. I'm gonna get
Uh,
memed on that. Oh well. It
yes,
is
well,
what it
every
is.
interview gets a meme. Now it's yours.
Oh well.
Okay, so I'm asking one last question, and then I'm gonna check if we have chat question. So,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna let you eat your tacos.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so when you order out, what is your go-to?
Oh, sushi's probably number one. Love sushi. Shawarma is also up there. It kind of depends when though. Like I'm sure you're the same way that sometimes you feel more like a certain type of food more than another, and that it comes like, it's like a different every single time you order food. But I would say sushi is probably number one.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to make sushi, so
It's oh my god, I haven't even tried, but it looks so intimidating. We watch this guy on YouTube make food all the time, and every single time he does like a sushi thing, it's like it just reminds me of just how awful and how hard it actually is to make good sushi. So that's the one thing I'm willing to spend like more money on.
the only time I made sushi was when I lived in Budapest because there was no sushi place. So I decided to buy myself like a rice,
Oh,
like a
nice.
mat to make it them, like the rice and everything with the rice vinegar, and then I made it, and then I realized it was bad. I'm usually a really good cook, but like to make your own sushi, you really need to have some techniques and some
It's
like
hard. It's yeah.
some
It's
really
hard.
fresh fish, so it doesn't taste bad.
Oh yeah, you gotta you gotta make sure you have good fish for it too. That's like the most important thing.
Yeah, but when
It's
no one
hard.
speaks English, it's hard to know.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, wait, what language do they speak in Budapest?
Hungarian?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest. If you asked me what country Budapest is from, I would not be able to answer that.
Hungary.
I'd have to- there we go. I'm even more honest. I didn't even know Hungarian was a language.
It's really close to Finnish, actually.
Okay. I don't know what Finnish sounds like. I know it is a language though.
I think it's like the third hardest language to learn, so
Oh. Okay.
I decided
Well-
not to learn it.
Yeah, that sounds. Holy man, you've been all over the place. That's pretty awesome.
I went there for a semester at school.
Oh, okay. What'd you go to school for?
Management.
Okay. Oh yeah. So wait, hold on. You said you worked or making commercials, right?
Well, now I work in the financial system.
Okay. So hold on. Let me ask you a question. So you wake up, you stream, you go to your work, and then you come back and stream again.
Yeah, I stream full time and I work full time.
You're wild. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh,
That's what COVID did to me.
I guess that's fair. I would be exhausted. Well, I guess that says that you really like streaming then, because that's really hard to do if you're not enjoying it as much.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
that's a lot of hours.
streaming is like the fun part of the day.
Yeah. Do you not like your job?
I love my job. It sounded that I do love my job. I have a really, really nice job that I really like. I changed from advertising to the financial world recently in February.
Okay. Oh wow. That's a
Yeah.
huge change, isn't it?
Yes, it was a very big adjustment for me.
Yeah. Oh, you do not like advertising, or is it just you want to just something else?
The pay. The pay
Oh,
is
the pay.
like
The pay. Yeah. All right. Makes sense.
the advertising is really fun, but you work a lot and the pay's not that good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made a change. That's awesome.
So yeah, but now I can do what I did, but on the other side of the spectrum. So
Do you work from home as well, or is it you have to
Yes.
go somewhere? Okay, that's even better. That's
well,
awesome.
that's the reason I can stream. I couldn't stream if I had to like commute.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're commuting too, you're nuts. But that's
So
good.
I stream until I work, and then I stop working and I stream.
Oh my god, that's nuts. And you play Hearthstone. Oh my god.
Okay, so was there a viewers question, guys? Did you guys send me? Ah, I think there was.
Hold on, I gotta.
Okay, so if you could, oh,
I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry.
okay, yeah, sorry. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I want to go to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World. Oh, my mom claims I've been to Disney World when I was like 2 years old, but I don't actually know what that was like. So we're actually planning, hopefully, to go to Disney World next year. That's the goal. So
That's a
that's
very
where I
good
want.
idea.
It seems fun. I've never been. Very excited.
Very good
Seems
idea. If you could live anywhere in the world other than where you live, where would you?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like a very adventurous person. Like I all I really need. I'm definitely an indoors person. So as long as I have exactly what I need to do what I want inside, it doesn't really matter to me. I'd let my girlfriend pick more than me. As long as there's some good food in the area and coffee, I'll be right.
And no cheese.
And no cheese. Listen, I'm not against cheese. Like it's fine.
So can Ryan review my ogre mage deck, please? Who said that?
Review my own.
Is that an inside joke on your channel?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, but I'm gonna guess that it was at some point. It's been like I'm gonna be like, I don't know if you know, but like I don't stream nearly as often as I used to. So a lot of the Twitch stream like in our community that I had, it was not really there. So I don't remember a lot of the inside jokes. But maybe it probably was at some point. I used to do a lot of deck reviews, and people would send me really ridiculous decks to look at. Hey, Susan.
Okay. And then there's someone else that wants to know a little bit more about what's your traveling. What's your traveling is gonna look like in the next years. Do you have anything planned? And traveling, yeah, or taking vacation.
I'm gonna be honest. I have nothing planned besides Disney World. That's really it. I think, like I said it earlier, like me and my girlfriend are super focused on like our career, and at the moment I'm doing pretty well on YouTube, so I want to continue that momentum and try to build something bigger than it is right now. So like that's literally all my time goes into. At some point I will take a vacation, but I haven't actually taken a day off from YouTube and like Twitch since I've started. Like I've been on vacation since, so I'm not really like tired of doing this either. I'm really motivated at the moment, so maybe in the future. You'd have to wait like a year for me to actually probably answer that question.
No, for sure. And I mean, I agree. It's very hard to take vacations when you're a content creator because there's always things going on. So you need to be.
Yeah. Oh, I cut it all. You had Zeddy on here, right? Did you ask him the same question? I'm sure he would come up with the exact same answer.
Well, yes. So
Yeah.
So Zeddy is it's really funny because it's community wants part 2, the heart to heart. And so what we decided to do is we're gonna switch things up and salty versus sweet, and I'm gonna be interviewed.
That's so weird. That's nice. Yeah, that's Zeddy. Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
So I do understand you 100% because I've been taking vacation with my setup, and so not working in my other job for like a week and then streaming in the morning still. So I've been traveling with my setup, and if you've follow a bit about my GG Boom tour, so I bought a portable setup to travel with it, and it broke the third time I used it, and it's like a very, very expensive one. So I'm trying.
Yeah, you got like a Razor one, right? That's
Yeah.
what you said. Did you fix it?
They're trying to fix it. They're trying to fix
Interesting.
it.
I'm surprised they didn't just give you a new one. That
Well,
sucks.
that's what they're telling me that I'm supposed to receive tomorrow, but we will see.
Okay. Well, I hope it works out. That's actually a really good warning because I'm tempted to buy a laptop this year and I was going to go with Razer, but after reading that, I'm not super optimistic.
Yeah, well, I hope it's like one computer that wasn't good and that's what happened. But I'm telling you, if it happens to me again after having 41 conversation with them. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. No, I would never order a product from them again. That sucks. I hope it works out. That really sucks.
so yes. Okay. You're it's done. You've answered all the questions.
Awesome.
You can eat your taco now.
Perfect.
And pet Susan.
I don't know if you can see how much cat hair is on me because of
No, we don't.
Oh my
we
God.
don't. We don't.
Thank
we just see
God.
like the Hearthstone.
It's so bad. I keep doing this because there's just cat hair in front of me and I look like a cocaine addict or something.
No, me
But,
too. I usually have blue hair everywhere here.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's so bad. Anyways, thanks for the interview. It was fun. It was nice.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. It was really fun. And so yeah, I hope you're gonna have a wonderful dinner, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your stream. I think you still stream after it.
Not
Or
sure.
you're ending stream. Okay. All right. Have a good rest of your night, okay? Thanks for having me.
Bye. Have a great
Yeah.
evening.